Hello everyone, welcome back to Enginuity Lab. In today's video, we are going to create a closed coil helical spring or tension spring in CATIA V5. If you are already watched my previous video on open coil helical or compression spring, this is the next level where we focus on real world spring design with closed coils and hooks. So let's get started. In this tutorial, you will learn how to create a helix for a tension spring, how to model a closed coil geometry, how to create spring hooks or loops, use rib feature along a curve, basic understanding of tension spring design. Before we start modeling, let's define some key parameters like wire diameter, here let's say 2 mm, and the mean coil diameter is 20 mm, pitch is 2 mm. Here the pitch is very small for closed coils and the number of turns is 10 or 20. In a closed coil spring, the pitch is very small, so coils almost touch each other. Like in the image also you can see the spring coils are touching each other. Okay, so now let's go to CATIA. Start mechanical design and part design. Here I am renaming this one as tension spring. Click on OK. This will take us into the part design workbench. Here we have two different body. One is geometrical set one and another one is part body. In the geometrical set, we will create all the shape features like shape wireframes. And in the part design, we will use or we can use directly by defining work object for the part body. And then let's go to shape and generative shape design. Why I am coming back to shape design? Because the helix structure is created only on shape design workbench or surface design workbench. So to create a helix, we go to this one. Now create a point. This time I am using a 3D point, 3D wireframe point to create the helix. Now I will create the wire diameter we have selected is 20 mm. So here I am make it 10 mm on y axis. Okay. Now okay. Now click on the helix which will be available here. Now click on the starting point and the axis. My axis will be z axis and here the pitch is 2 mm. Okay. Now go to log and S type close. And the number of revolution here, the number of revolution will be 10. Preview. Now you can see so why I have to change it, because the start value is 2, also end value is also 2, otherwise it will making like a variable pitch here. So now it has 10 turns. We can calculate, count actual 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 and click on OK. Now our helical structure is created. Again we need to create this hook structure. Okay, either this one or this one, round one. We can create both. So we create the helical structure. Now we are going to create the hook which will be created along this one. For that, to create the hook, I will use the 3D circle to create the hook. For that, click on the circle. Then it will ask for the center point. Let's create a point. I am creating at the center. Okay, so it is 0 and preview. Okay. Now this is created here at the center of this one. Now the support. Which one I will choose the support? We can either choose this one or this one. Let's first start with this one. So if we get any problem, then we will switch back to this one. Now the starting angle and the end angle. Okay, here we need to choose the start angle to be, let's say, 180, and the end angle here I want this to be 345. Preview. Here you can see, and the radius here 10 mm. Preview. Okay, now you can see this is starting from here and this starts from here and here. This is on the opposite. Okay, so now what we will do? Is this a correct one, or we can change this angle actually, the 345 to, this is the end one. I want to change the 180 this to be 160. Okay. Preview. Or because this is going on the other side, I want it 200. Okay, now this shape is created. Click on OK. Now I will use the combine curve to create the radius here. So click on the curve. Here the point, the first curve, select the point. I am selecting this point, and the curve is this one. Same way for the second curve. This is the point and this is the curve. Here you can see the curve is look like this. If I say tangency and reverse the direction, here actual the curve is look like this. Okay, this is, I think this will not a very good example to create like this. For that, what I will do, I just change the support plane to this one. Okay, now, and also I can change the point for the circle to this end. Okay, and also I will say reverse the direction, and here if I say curvature, this will not a good one, tangency, and here let's say curvature. Then you can see my hook shape is creating perfectly. Okay, now the same way we can create another hook on the other side. Here also what we will do, we can use ZX plane to create the support. For that, now I click on again on the circle. Now the center point, here the center point will be on the Z axis. What is 10 number of turns and 2 mm is the pitch. So I will say Z 20 mm. Then my center point, it will be created here, and OK. And also the support will be this one, the ZX plane, and here the start point, let's say 0, and the end point, let's say 180. Preview. Okay, now I want the start point to be 20 degree and the end also this is 15 degree and this is 160 degree. Preview and OK. Now again use the combine curve to connect these two curves. Okay, now click on this point, this one, same way click on this point, then the, and here the curvature I want, and OK. Now you can see our profile is created. Okay, here we have helix, connect curve and the circles. Now we can join these curves. Click on the join, select one by one the circle to combine connect, and this one and this one. Now click on OK to create a join. Okay, so the spring structure is created. Now we need to create the wire diameter. For that we know how to create the wire diameter. So click on the plane and a normal to curve plane, and I will start it here and OK. Click on this plane and click on the sketch, or we can directly create a circle here, a 3D circle, and the center point will be this one, and the radius will be 2 mm, and this is a full circle. Okay, and the support, then I will select this one and OK. Now hide this plane. Our geometry is created. Now I will use the rip command, start mechanical design and part design, and I will select the rip where the profile is the circle and the curve is this one. Here it is showing selector profile and center curve lead to a twist configuration. Use center curve with smaller curvature. Let's say OK. Preview. Here the angle is keep angle. So if I choose the pulling direction, okay, and let's say the Z axis, let's see what will happen here. This will also not work, and the reference surface will not work. Keep angle. I say keep angle, pulling direction, and move profile to path, and Z axis. If I say let's change the diameter to 1.5. Okay. Let's see if this will work. Click on the one, this one, this one. Review. Okay. Because the wire diameter is big, that's why it's creating problem. Why? Because the radius we have selected is 2 mm, which will create a problem here. So here what we have said, the wire diameter is 2 mm, but we have select the radius is 2 mm, so we need to make it 1 mm, then it will not create any problem. Now you can see when I create it to radius 1 mm and the diameter is 2 mm, now my spring is created. This is a closed coil tension spring. So here we have created the type 1, this type with half circle type. We can create a full circle like this one actually. For that, what we create this one. To create the other one, I will use head this one. Now I can edit the circle here and the point. This is the point 2. I can edit the point 2. Edit the point. Cancel. Here it is at the 0 point, but I want to be on the Z axis. I want to increase the point to, let's say, 5 mm. Preview. In the reverse direction, minus 5 mm. Preview and OK. Now this, the center point is going somewhere more. Now the start angle also, the end angle is, let's say this moves towards this, and preview and OK. Now you can see this is creating more like the second one, like this one. We can move further to create the accurate one. So now edit the circle again, and again the point 2 I can move it by, let's say 10 mm. Preview and OK. Now also the starting point I can reduce till, let's say 160 degree, and here it is 390. Preview. OK. Now you can see the circle is creating. Same way we can change for the other side as well, the circle 2, where I can edit the point, and this is 30 mm. Preview. OK. And the starting angle I can take it here, minus 30 degree, and the end angle minus 30, and end will be, let's say 200. Preview, or we can make it more, 210. OK. Now you can see we can create the second one, this one actually. Also let's hide this one and hide the, why I usually use to create the 3D wireframe or the surface geometry in geometrical set 1, because here you can see to hiding these ones. Right now these are not needed. It is easy to hide the geometrical set easily by, if I say set hide all this, by only hiding the geometrical set 1, and here I have to select the all thing which need to be hidden one by one and hide. Here in the part body you can see we need only the rib to show our structure. Okay, so that's why we use geometrical set to create the surface or 3D wireframe points. A tension spring works under tensile load. Some key features like closed coils, initial tension in spring, hooks for attachment. Application like it will use on garage doors, trampolines, automotive assemblies, and industrial mechanism. Unlike compression spring, this spring expands when force is applied. When you pull by both the hooks, then it will expand. Keep pitch very small for closed coils, like pitch is same as the wire diameter. Maintain smooth tangency in hook, like here we have maintained a smooth tangency. Use reference geometry for accuracy. Avoid sharp edges to prevent stress concentration. So that's all for today's tutorial in tension spring. In the next video, we will explore more advanced mechanical component and assemblies in CATIA V5. If you found this video helpful, like, share and subscribe to Enginuity Lab for more CATIA V5 tutorials. Till then, thank you for watching Enginuity Lab. See you on next video.